Hello YouTube, Rocket3 here, back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over my newest Ultra Kaiju. It is Dinozaur from Ultraman Mebius. Yeah, this was the first monster Ultraman Mebius fought in the Ultraman Mebius series. I believe it was Called to Earth by Bogal. I haven't seen that series in like a year, at least, so... yeah, it's really cool, and it appeared more than once in the series. Because there was a dinosaur that first attacked, and then there was a whole group of dinosaurs that came, but like a space minefield blew up most of them, and then one got through and it became Super Dinosaur or whatever. Yeah, it grew heads out its butt. It was weird. But I got this dinosaur figure, came straight from Japan in a paper bag, so I'm really surprised that it's in pretty perfect condition. Like in the paper bag it was all wrapped up and stuff, but a paper bag. Holy crap. But yeah, it came with tag attached, but I don't really leave my tags attached because they're tags. And, you know, I can't really, doesn't look as good displayed with a tag on it. But yeah, there he is fighting Ultraman Mebius. This picture of Dinosaur in the corner, stuff on the back. But yeah, I think this figure's made out of, what is this? What's this figure made out of? PVC? Yeah, pretty sure. Something like that. And vinyl, something, I don't know, materials. But yeah, Dinozaur from Ultraman Mebius, really cool show. I fell in love with the monster as soon as I saw it. I was just like, that is a really cool design. And I got this guy for like 25 bucks, which is a pretty good deal, tag attached, imported from Japan. So yeah, I really dig him. So first how about we take a look at an articulation, since there's not much, since it's just a standard vinyl. You know, you got swivels on the arms and swivels on the legs, and that's really it. There's some glue seal looking things down by the tails, and I might try to break them, but I don't know yet. And there's a seal on the head, but part on the side is already broken, and it doesn't appear to be anything in there that would hold it on. So if I broke this seal, I'm pretty sure the head would just come off. Yeah. So now let's talk about detail and paint. It's not entirely accurate to the show. Like, the dinosaur didn't have all this gold on it and stuff, like on the spikes here, on top of the head, but I think it looks pretty cool. Other than that, the sculpt is really accurate, though. Like, I mean, the detail on this guy's pretty exquisite. You got all his little orange holes that he shoots his biomissiles from, all these spikes. I mean, the detail is really good. That's one thing I don't mind about a sacrifice in articulation, is it gives you much better detail. And I mean, on the legs, lots of the blue is shiny, like on the tops of his hands. Even the bottom of the hands are detailed in their entirety. Got orange spots on the chest. All those teeth are individually painted. Looks really nice. The red eyes. 2 eyes on each side. He looks really nice. Got this brown orange on the shoulders. Back. Gold tips on the tail. Feet. Got black claws on the feet. I mean, he just looks really spectacular, detail and paint wise. One thing though is that when you set him down, if you don't push his legs forward a bit, then his tail spikes will scrape the ground, and you don't want him to scrape. So I'll probably have him hanging off the edge of a shelf or something, or I'll have him bent forward a little bit. I don't know. I gotta get a DTOF shelf so I can put, like, I have a few NECA, Doctor Who, and Halo things that are just kind of mixed together on a little shelf, and I want to put them and some of my imports in a DTOF, so I have more room for Kaiju on my bigger shelves. But yeah, detail and paint are really cool looking. So, now how about we get into some size comparisons. Now, here's Dinozaur with some of my Ultramen, and thinking back to the episode and remembering the look on the tag, I would say that compared to these Ultramen, Dinozaur is a little short. I mean, I know Ultramen are usually crouching, and everyone says that, but I don't know. I feel like the head would be about here, actually. Yeah, and Ultraman's just a little taller, because looking at the picture of Mebius kicking Dinozaur on the tag, you know, kind of sets a frame. So, this Bandai Ultra Hero Series Ultraman, the original Ultraman, is a tiny bit tall, and then over here you have one of my Ultra Acts, the Ultra Act Ultraman Max, and he's actually a little taller than my standard Ultraman here, so yeah, he's a little too short for these Ultramen, but that shouldn't stop you in displaying anything. I mean, he's still a good size for him, as far as I see it, and especially with the Ultra Act, you can just pose him in a more fighting pose, and no one will even be able to tell or care. Now here's Dinosaur with Bulgal, which was one of the main villains from Ultraman Mebius, the first main villain from Ultraman Mebius. She was the main villain for several episodes until Yapul came in and then the Heavenly Kings. But yeah, you know, I think Bulgal looks pretty good too. And there's the Ultraman. You see, the Bulgal's a bit shorter than the Ultraman, so I feel like they sculpt a bit better. And then here's Dinosaur with the Memorial Box Gauss from the Gamera franchise. And while the Gauss I feel might be a little too tall, I still think the size is fine. I mean, no one's really gonna care. Now, I know you guys want to see him with some Godzilla monsters. Here he is with the Bandai Creations GMK Godzilla, which my girlfriend gave to me for Christmas one year. Ah, she's spectacular. And, you know, putting actual documented size apart, like if they were in a crossover or something, I think this would be fine. Just fine, actually. And the same with the Titanosaurus. I know Titanosaurus is a bit taller than some of the other Godzilla kaiju, but I think that actually makes him fit in a little bit more. So yeah, he scales up well with your Godzilla figures too. So putting this guy in your kaiju collection will be real great, especially with your 6-inch vinyls. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the Bandai Ultra Monster series Dinosaur? Well, he's actually a really cool figure. I've been looking forward to him for a long time, and he's really spectacular. The paint looks cool, even if not totally accurate. I don't really care because it looks great. The detail's spectacular. Could have a little more articulation. Maybe the tails could have turned, or even if the head did have a breakable glue seal, you know, I could break it, the head would just fall off. It would turn a little bit, which would still be cool. So, maybe that, but I can kind of look past that, kinda. Scales up decent with the other Godzilla monsters, and Ultraman monsters, and Gamera monsters, and all kinds of monsters. And, maybe when I eventually get Pacific Rim figures, I'll do some scalings like that, but I don't have any yet. Haven't been anywhere that has them, so. But, yeah, that's it for this guy. I think I'm going to give this Bandai Dinosaur 4 out of 5 stars. I mean, he's really, really cool. And, you know, if you're an Ultraman fan, you need to watch Ultraman Mebius. And even if you haven't watched Ultraman Mebius, pick this guy up. He's really cool kaiju. A really cool kaiju. So, yeah, that's it, you guys. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. You got links to our Facebook, Twitter. Not to mention our, no, I can't even remember things. Oh yeah, Facebook, Twitter, second channel. We'll follow you back on Twitter, if I forgot to mention that also. And there's all kinds of other stuff down there. Another channel too, we have another channel. It's a secret though, so go check it out. But, yeah, really cool monster. 4 out of 5 stars. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all later.